Friday the 14th of December 2012, and as you probably already know by now, it's time for another video. So this week has been a pretty big week in terms of a lot of things that have gone on. It's gone quite quickly, actually, to be honest. Last Friday, I don't know if I mentioned this in last week's video, but it snowed. So we had snow for last weekend, which was interesting to say the least. It's not really something you want to sort of dwell on too much. I mean, it's all gone now. Unfortunately, we've had a few days of rain since then. It's still pretty cold though. There's a lot of ice around more than anything, so I suppose it's that you've got to be careful of. And it's been a good week. So last weekend, we'll start with that. Last Friday, Holly came up, and my parents were obviously here as well. So my parents and Holly and I were here in Dean. We were here Friday evening, and then Saturday morning we went to Gap in the north, which is about 80-90 kilometres away from here north. So that was a good drive up, and we had a good time up there. I had a look around and then came back and had an evening meal here in Dean. Sunday there was a Christmas market in Dean, so we were there. That was interesting. A lot of livestock there actually for a Christmas market, which is a little bit bizarre. Okay, I'm not going to sort of go into that. We're not going to be buying any livestock, but never mind. It was still pretty good. There was a lot of things to see and do there, and indeed we enjoyed ourselves on that sort of front. And then obviously my parents went back to Nice to fly home, back to the United Kingdom, and Holly and I stayed here in Dean. We had another look around the market, we made some lunch, and we went to watch the Marseille game. Unfortunately they lost, but never mind, we went to watch the game nonetheless. So this week, in terms of Monday, Friday, not much has really gone on. It's just been the standard lesson things. A lot of lessons are winding down now for Christmas, with one or two subjects cancelling lessons. One or two subjects I know of we've been doing sort of fun activities or Christmas themed lessons, like I've been done with my second classes, the year 11 lot. They're 16. We've been talking about Christmas traditions, and is there a difference between Christmas in France and to the UK? It's surprising how many people think that Wales is a part of the United States, but never mind. You teach them, and that's what they're here for. They're here to learn, so you'll teach them things like that. We were all young once. I sound very old when I say that, but it's true. Age does bring experience, and pass a bit of it on. Don't know why they've got me then. But anyway, moving swiftly onwards. Other lessons that we've been doing this week, we've been looking at SMS, the SMS system of SMS. I might just turn my phone go off as well. SMS and texting, and how texting has changed the world. And has it changed the world? We could sort of say yes, because of the way that texting has made it easier to communicate with people across the country, or indeed internationally. But then at the same time, it's also hindered it a bit with the use of text speech and words such as lol and brb and things like that. In English anyway, there are some few French examples as well, like JTM, meaning je t'aime, meaning I love you, and things like this that we were looking at. So yeah, that's interesting to hear the differing opinions on that. We've got the Premier class, the Premier Euro. We've been doing newspapers, and we're looking at one or two individual newspapers today, and how newspapers can make or break politicians, the ideas behind headlines, why are they worded in such a way, and things like that. And then we'll be back in Marseille this weekend for final weekend. We're taking some stuff through, because this time next week we will not be in France. This time next week, ladies and gentlemen, you'll get a special report with our first of what I believe will be two videos from the Seattle region of the United States of America, and Seattle and Washington State in the northwest of the country. And to all those who are currently in Seattle and are awaiting Holly and I's arrival, we're not royalty, but if you're interested in seeing us, then look us up, and I believe you say. And yeah, get in contact. we'll try and fit you in somewhere. Obviously it's impossible to see everybody, but if you're out there, I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to seeing you. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous at the same time. Fear of the unknown more than anything. It's my second time in the United States, so obviously it's a little bit nervous for me. But yeah, and the first Christmas away from family, so we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, anyway, I hope you have a great week. You've got that to look forward to. Next week we'll be leaving on Tuesday. Sorry, no, we won't. We'll be leaving Wednesday morning. But anyway, I hope you've had a great week. I hope you've got a good week to come. I hope you're winding down for Christmas, and I hope your Christmas shopping is going well. Mine is, as you can probably imagine, non-existent. But thank you very much, and I will see you next week. Thank you.